All right, welcome to the Carchives episode 1, fixing the squeak in the Tacoma. The top hat on the strut came loose, and so whenever the suspension would articulate, it would cause a squeak as the strut was rubbing against the mount. All right, the car is on jacks. Okay, there's the bottom shock bolt. I'm just gonna use the jack to support the lower control arm so it doesn't drop too much and damage my CV boot, or the axle, both I guess. Now here's the hard part, is getting that to come out the way it's, oh shit. Almost. Come on. I never said I knew how to do it. Squeaky part, thing loose, I take out, fix. Ow. Come on. Oh my gosh, there we go. Okay, I got it. When I put the lift on, I must not have assembled it correctly, or just all the trails, it's come loose over time. This is my strut. I don't know if you guys can see, it's come loose, and that's what clamps down on the spring. So if the spring wasn't pushing on it, I'd have play right here. So I'm going to clamp the spring down again and try to tighten that down. I went to Harbor Freight yesterday and got some spring clamps made just for these struts. Hopefully pop right in. I think it needs some motivation. There we go. There we go, okay. Now that that's on, I can get somewhere. Oh no! Got it, we're good. Let's put both of them on first. There we go, all right, look at that. Now we're getting somewhere. There we go. Okay. So what I did is I tightened the spring clamps down tight enough to where the top hat is loose, Because if I were to loosen this and take this off with the spring still pushing against it, stuff starts flying, and that's dangerous. So you tighten these up tight enough to where it's loose and it won't launch everything. Now, to get to the main issue is this nut. Through driving through the winters and stuff, it's kind of rusted and seized. So we'll throw some fancy arrow coil on it, kind of get it on the threads, which will hopefully break the rust free. The hard part about these is getting a grip, because this nut is connected to the actual, I guess you could call it the strut rod. Yeah, was an 8. I don't claim to do things the right way. Do not follow after me. Maybe I'll wire brush it. Oh, man. What a bummer. Take the aggressive one. I don't want to, there's a little flat part right here at the end that I don't want to round off. So hopefully I don't. I'm gonna have to do some Googling. I don't know what I'm doing. Here, I'm gonna try tightening it some more. Maybe I can get some more play up top. Okay, they're nice and tight. It didn't ruin the threads, so it's just got a little wrench spot. I'll see if it can show up on the camera. It's got a flat spot for a wrench, but since it's, all tightened up, it's wanting to just strip it. Looks like I'm just gonna have to get a long travel kit, Joe. I'm sorry, my truck's broken. I gotta go get some Kings. Maybe I try a pry bar? Is that gonna work? No, that's just gonna spin that still. Arrow coil on it, I guess, and try to give her the good old try. Yeah, it's just spinning it. So I can't access the shock. Like the piston itself, the only thing that would keep it from spinning is the top. So I might be able to put it upside down and put it in a vise that way, but I think I'd just run into the same issue and it would strip that little bit out. Yeah, I just don't know. I don't know what else I can do. I know. I'll weld it. I'll weld a wrench on the end. And since this is the way it is, I think I'm going to have to do more research on how to get this off or get a new one. And that's a real bummer. So I'll put this in the worry about it later pile over here. Okay guys, real quick before we move on with the video, I ended up having to cut the nut off of the end in order to get the whole strut apart, and discovered that this hole has been rounded through driving and there is extra wear here and here. This is supposed to be a straight shaft up to the threads. So what I did instead is I ordered a couple new shocks and a couple new top hats, and I will replace both of those. Those should be coming in this week, so I'll be able to do it this weekend and show you guys how to do that. Okay, now back to the video. You gonna help me? Can you tell me how to loosen that? Can you tell me how to loosen that? I don't know how. I can't get it. So what this is a single cam. I feel like the music's too loud. Is a single cam KA24. It came in both the Nissan hardbody pickup and the early 240SX, also Nissan. So this was supposed to go into, well, it was in my 240, and I was about to drive it, and this motor broke, and I have not been able to diagnose why. It seems to be a mystery. So we will take it apart while we do that. So I'll try to completely dissect, or completely open the motor up, see if there's any issues. If there's no issues, we will clean it up and put it back in the 240. Hopefully it runs while we wait for my other worry about it later, 2JZ, which comes out of like a Toyota Supra or a Lexus IS. But those cost a lot of money. I'm hoping to put 500, 600 horsepower into it. But like I said, that costs money. So I do have a service manual for this motor, but right now it is inaccessible. But that'll be more important for reassembly. Because right now it's just kind of taking out all the bolts, all the pieces. There's not really a particular order you need to do it in. Let's see. So I took that off, but it's kind of sealed. So I will take off the whole aluminum faceplate here, which I need to take that off. I'll zip that off actually, if I can. I would imagine it's already seized, so I should be able to just zip that off if I have the right size socket. Let me guess, it's bigger than 22. Yes, it is. Oh, look at that. Just like it was supposed to. Oh, why? I wish the strut came off that easy. Oh. So, right now, oh, there we go. That's some movement. Uh-oh, not good, not the good kind. I'm gonna take my water pump off first. think this is a little bit bigger. Oh, you know what? That might be standard. Okay, that's all the bolts for the water pump. This little spinny thing. And now I'll try to pry it off without damaging anything. There we go. The milky part is part of my issue. It's like a milkshake, except more unhealthy. Oh, nice. That's a win. Hopefully that doesn't hurt any. Oh no. Let's see. Motivator. There we go. Yeah. Okay. So this is the faceplate to it. This cover, or the timing chain cover, as they'll call it also. See, this is where this is the water pump. Water will come in here and get pumped through here, but part of my issue, I probably shouldn't touch that, is water and oil mixed and caused this, which you don't want your water and oil to mix. So this right here is the timing chain tensioner. This right here pushes on, oh, you can't really see that. I might have to actually, whatever. So this right here, is the tensioner, or part of it. And this is what pushes on it. And on the back side here, on the mounting surface, there's a little hole right here, which would make me think oil comes through here. I think that could have been where it was getting mixed. My worry about it later pile's getting bigger, guys. Oil filter housing looks pretty clean. Which honestly doesn't make a lot of sense. I'll twist it over and I'll start working on taking the crank apart, or crank out. There we go. Oh, you know what? There's a way to do it. There's a right way to do it. Let me get, I think that's a 10 mil. 10 mil. Wherever I put that. There we go. Nope, 12. 14. Okay. We're getting out of hand here. I gotta take a second to clean some tools. It's always the 10 millimeter. I had it up here. I used it. Unless I didn't use I thought I used the ratchet. Let me grab. No, that's this. I must have put it away because it's right here. Look at me, putting things away. Okay, so now I'm taking they call it the rear main seal off, which keeps the oil in the crankcase from the back of the motor. Crankshaft is what spins, connects to the transmission, and then it goes to the wheels from there. I should be able to. There we go. There we go, look at that. Last one. There we go, okay. So here is the rear main. It doesn't look bad. Some old gasket, but other than that, it didn't look. This wasn't the failure point. We'll do it good. Let's see, what am I looking for? No, is it a 14? Did I put the 14 away already? I might have. Nope, it's still around somewhere. Well, there it is. Look at that. Right where I left it. Okay. Yeah, this is not the right way to do it. Did that even spin? Okay, yeah, that's spun. So I need to spin the whole thing, but since the whole thing is rusted, I might have trouble doing that. I'll do it the silly way. Let's see, where's my piston pusher? There we go. Piston pusher 1000. I don't want that to drop. Wife, are you still watching? You might have to make an appearance. You hit, I hold it, because I don't want the crank and the pistons to fall on the ground. If I break the motor and it doesn't work anymore, it didn't run anyways, so I have no attachment. So with this, I'm gonna try to do it as evenly as possible, because I don't want it to bind. I might be able to rotate it now. There we go, yeah. Get it to kinda top dead center. A little. Alright, I'm gonna try to, I'll have to go back and forth, I think, with it. I got it to rotate a little bit, so we'll just go back and forth with it. Hi, hon. Oh. Did I hit? Give him a good, you can whack him pretty hard. There you go. Okay. Oh. Oh. Sorry. Go ahead, keep hitting. Hit it a little harder if you can.
You're already dirty.
I know.
I swipe it on you.
I know. There we go. Look at that. Okay. So there, I pulled out my crankcase, or my crank shaft. And these are the little end caps that go onto each of the pistons, and I'll pull those pistons out. We got to keep that stuff in order. Maybe I could just keep trying that, I guess. I hope that's getting somewhere. Almost there. Okay. Piston one out of there. And I know she don't, ooh, yeah, no, she doesn't look good. We might be good. Oh, good. There we go. I just got the last piston out, so I'll have a look inside the block and see. As far as the cylinder walls go, they look, I mean, as good as they can. It doesn't look like there's no big crack, there's no hole or anything. So as of right now, it is still a mystery. Although the strut didn't come apart like I wanted to, at least we got this thing apart. That's a good thing. But anyways, I am probably gonna call it there. Thank you all to who watched and who visited me for episode 1 of the Carchives. I didn't get the truck fixed like I planned, but I did get this torn apart, and I'll clean it up at least on one of the future episodes and try to diagnose what exactly is wrong with it and try to throw it back together. But yeah, that'll do it for this episode, and I will see you guys on the next one.